So let me just quickly set the scene for anyone who's new here. I spend a lot of my time testing crypto projects. Like, that's just what I do. I go in, I poke around, I figure out what's actually working and what's just a pretty website with nothing behind it. And lately I keep coming back to mining platforms specifically because the tech there has been moving in some really interesting ways. So this one right here, I've been running it for a couple of weeks now, just quietly building up some data on it. And today I figured, let's just do it live. My account, real session, nothing rehearsed. Then at the end, I want to share some information I've learned the hard way about staying safe in this space, because I think that part matters just as much as the gains. All right, let's get into it. So first thing I want to mention before we start, this platform works on literally any device. Phone, tablet, laptop, it doesn't care, which honestly just makes life easier. So I'm pulling up a browser right now and heading to the site. And real quick, if anyone here wants to test this out themselves, I'm leaving the link in the description and pinning it in the comments, so it's right there when you need it. Okay, I'm clicking launch right here. And there we go, my dashboard is up. So think of this as the main control panel. Everything that matters during a session lives right here on this screen. First thing I do is pick a token, and this is actually one of the things that stood out to me early on. The platform supports multi-chain technology, meaning I've got 14 different assets to choose from right off the bat. That's a solid range, and it means I'm not stuck working with just one or two options. Okay, token is selected. Now I'm heading into the Datacenter Cluster Power settings. So basically what I'm doing here is telling the system how hard to run, how much resources to pull in, how intensive the session is going to be. And this matters because it ties directly into what the fee ends up being at the end. So I'm not just randomly picking numbers here. All right, I'm happy with these. Going ahead and pressing start. And okay, we're running. Session is live. The console is showing me everything I need to keep track of. Time elapsed, resource usage, my session progress, my personal session code, and there's a live log right here that I like keeping an eye on as things move along. So I'm gonna let it run for a few minutes and then I'll show you exactly what happens when we wrap it up. Okay guys, I think that's enough time. Let me go ahead and stop the session. Okay, pop-up is right here. Session is done, and it's showing me exactly how many tokens came out of this run. So to actually get BTC moved out, the first thing I need to do is enter my receiving address. Same token I had set up at the beginning. Let me just do that now. Okay, that's entered. Next is the infrastructure fee. So that's basically the platform's charge for running the session, and it's worked out from the settings I had going, plus how long the whole thing ran. And this is something I actually appreciate. I can cover this fee with whatever token I want, just whatever happens to be most convenient for me right now. There's also a wallet connect option to handle it in one automatic step, but I'm going manual today just so every step is visible and easy to follow along. All right, everything's filled in, tapping I've sent right here, and now it's just processing. Shouldn't take long at all. And while that's going, okay, perfect timing actually, because this is the part I've been wanting to get to since the start, the scam stuff, because I did promise that, and I actually think this is really important. So, look, I've gotten scammed before, and I say that not to be dramatic, but because I think people assume experience automatically makes you immune to it, and it really doesn't. Projects can look very convincing from the outside, and the frustrating part is they're not hiding anywhere. And what keeps this a hard problem to solve is that this whole space just never really slows down. There's always something new launching, always something trending, and that constant noise makes it really easy to rush into things without stopping to actually think. Bad actors know this, and they build around it. So a few things that are now just part of how I approach any new platform. First thing I look at is the website. And I know it sounds almost too simple, but it's genuinely one of the most reliable early signals I've found. Scam projects almost always look off in some way. The design feels rushed, things don't quite line up, it has this sort of hollow quality to it, like someone was trying to look legit rather than actually be legit. A platform that's been properly built just feels different when you land on it, and you start to develop a sense for that difference over time.
Second thing I do is actually try to use the product, navigate around, click on things, see how it responds. If the experience feels clunky and unfinished, like nobody ever actually sat down and used it before pushing it live, that tells me a lot about the people behind it and how much they care about what they've built. And the one thing I'll always say, no matter what, move funds into a wallet you control. Don't leave things sitting on a platform longer than necessary. That single habit has saved me more times than anything else. Okay, so to wrap this up, I've been running this platform pretty regularly for a few weeks now. Over 25 sessions, tested basically every token they support, and really tried to see where it might fall short. And genuinely, every single time, everything came through exactly as it should. Clean, consistent, no surprises anywhere. That kind of track record across that many sessions does actually mean something. So if you want to check it out for yourself, link is in the description and pinned in the comments.